Greetings. It is Sunday, July 7th, 2019. I recently came across, while going through some papers, an envelope someone had sent me without a letter inside. And I can kind of generally date it by the address that it was sent to me from. And on the envelope, I can't make out the name of who sent it. Someone I knew in Krakow, and I haven't been back since 1985. So this was sent to me probably sometime between, 1986 through 1989. And so I decided to add it to this frame, which has a drawing I did in Krakow on July 14th, Bastille Day, 1984. Portion of spire on church roof, side roof, while being amusingly bothered by two laughing little girls living next door with questions in Polish and okay, okay. And I, not speaking Polish, I didn't have a clue what they were giggling about. When I framed this some years ago, I added this postcard, photo postcard, probably given to me by, or sent to me by Matt Farrenholtz, a British-Scottish artist who lives in Warsaw now. I don't remember where I got this. It's in Hebrew. 1943 to 1993 would have been for the 50th anniversary of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. A pencil sketch portrait, and very faint pencil portrait of Kvetch, March 1st, 93. I would have sent my folks, which I ended up with. Both are gone now. Kvetch and its sibling Etch and Kvetch were cocktails I owned. And this 5,000 dinara note I must have brought back from when my girlfriend at the time and I, in 1985, we had gone to what was then Yugoslavia. So this ended up in the mat, and after I opened up the mat, I looked at this envelope, which was an envelope I had mailed my folks in New York, and I had to tear the back flap of it to see if there was anything inside. I thought, well, I surely must have removed the letter, but lo and behold, the letter was in there. And I wrote it the same day I did the drawing of the church spire. I'm going to read it because I find it kind of interesting. It's 35 years later. July 14th, 1984, Bastille Day, Dzień dobry, good day. Sitting in my dorm room now, conversing with my roommate who's from Holland, leaving shortly for the quote-unquote old section of the city to do some drawing. Aha! Well, there you have it. One of the drawings. There's others. I think I have 7 of the 10 drawings I did that were kind of similarly sized. They might have been all done the same day. I'll have to look at the others. The European art and architecture is wonderful. After years of art history classes with slides, they don't match at all seeing the art in the city in real life. Walking through the streets here was unlike anything I've ever experienced. A friend of mine here describes the country as being one huge ghetto. The farming is the same, hasn't advanced since 1905. Horses and wagons, pitchforks, manual labor in the fields. It's rather incredible. In the cities, the lines are for real. In the shops, the stores in general, are drab at best, and the run of working people appear quite impoverished. The city itself is gorgeous, and the streets are crowded, packed with pedestrians with an almost total absence of cars in the old section. There are quite a few more cars than I would have imagined, though, elsewhere in outlying districts, and especially in Warsaw. I don't know why I wrote Warsaw to my folks when I could have written Warsaw. The whole trip should be quite an experience. I think I might write the whole thing down in a notebook shortly. Anyway, hope you enjoyed thoroughly your trip to Greece, and we'll see you in 5 weeks. Love, me. Ken, as in Akiva, or Akiva Kenneth. Anyway, interesting. It's funny because, see, that was in 1984. I made my first trip to Israel in 1999. What was that, 15 years later? And I remember saying the same thing about Jerusalem as I wrote to my folks about Krakow. And Jerusalem is like unlike anywhere I've ever experienced. So I can say that about at least both cities. Krakow and Warsaw would have changed dramatically since I was there. I haven't been back since 1985. Anyway, there you have it. Make out it's kind of like embossed. I see Warsaw on the lower right here. Without a magnifying glass, I can't make this out. It was probably the name of the photography studio, with the photographer, where the photo was taken. All right, there you have it. Just like I pictured the church spire and my late cockatiel kvetch. All right, cześć, dzień dobry, dobranoc.